My name is Jillian and this is Jillian Camps Arizona, and today we're just going to do a short unboxing video of this brand new 10x10 Instant Up canopy. I think this is going to fall under my cheap camping things because this entire thing cost me 50 bucks. So for 50 bucks, and if you live in Arizona, you can get a 10-foot by 10-foot shaded area at your campsite. And as you can see, sometimes the campsites, they don't have any shade. So it's really nice to have something like this in your arsenal to just throw in your car, bring it along while you're tent camping or while you're out camping in the wilderness. And that way you can set it up and really enjoy yourself when it comes to camping outdoors in Arizona. And as you can see, it's got a wonderful picture of a whole bunch of smiley faces. So it's not really an unboxing, as more of a show and tell, because I've already opened this and everything. But you'll get to see what it comes with and how I am going to use it. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the features of this first. Flip it around. So it says that it is perfect for outdoor gatherings. Duh, it's a canopy tent. Sets up instantly in 4 easy steps. Now it is instant if you have a partner, but if you're doing it just by yourself, then it'll take you maybe 10 extra minutes to set it up. So it's sun protection, 50 plus SPF. Obviously it's a big shaded area, water resistant, and easy setup. So it's 64 square feet shade coverage, sets up easily. It's 10 foot wide by 10 foot length, 8 foot by 8 foot canopy. So it is a slanted pole, so the poles stick out further than the canopy itself. So let's just try and open this up. And as you can see, it comes with wheels on the bottom, and it does stand up as well because it's got these feet here on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that here, but you definitely want to get something with wheels if you're putting this up by yourself. It makes it a lot easier to just drag it across the ground instead of, you know, trying to do it the more difficult way. So if you open this up, there we go. You can see the canopy in there, and I'm going to go ahead and stand up so I can pull this out. It's a lot easier when you're on the ground. There we go. So this is it. It comes nice and folded like this, and I have the canopy kind of shoved in the middle here. I always kind of tuck it around the middle, and I'll show you that when I put it up and take it down. But for now, let's go ahead and set this on the ground, and we're going to go ahead and get it set up. So now let's go ahead and set up my canopy 10 by 10 tent. As you can see, I brought out my heavy duty hammer with the stakes. And as you can see, I'm going to be using these 10-inch stakes here. And you definitely don't want to use something like this. Like, these are the lightweight stakes that I talked about in some of my previous videos. You don't want to use these because these are too lightweight, and they'll just be ripped out of the ground by something like this if there's a big windstorm or something, and it'll just fly away. So you want to use something really heavy duty. 10-inch stakes are what we're going to use today to nail it down into the ground. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is, I like to kind of pinpoint where one of the corners is going to be and just make a decision and hammer a stake into the ground. That way it'll be a lot easier, and it'll be like somebody else is standing on the other side while you pull it across in order to extend it. Because right now it's kind of impossible to try and extend when it's fully kind of packed in like this. So we're going to go ahead and decide where we want to put it, and I kind of want to put it like halfway into my space and then over there. So I'm just going to kind of pin it over here a little bit like that. I don't want to get it by my byline for my tent. So, and then I'm just going to take one of the stakes and kind of hammer it in. So now, as you can see, I've got the thing in here. So I'm just going to pull this out, because the canopy part I usually fold and I just kind of stick in here. So we pulled that out, and now what we're going to do is just pull on one of the corners, the corner opposite of the stake. And I kind of like to lift and pull because you're going to need to do that a lot. See? And look, we've almost got it fully extended here. So now step one is to and I just push up each of the bars so that they're all locked into place. And now what we can do is I like to put on the canopy at this point. So I bought the blue color. And it should fit, you know, easily around each of the four corners. If it's not, if it's too tight, then you just gotta go back and do it again. Check the corners, make sure that it'll fit. So the canopy has Velcro kind of on the bottom for each corner, and I just like to do that first. And sometimes you gotta let one of the corners in. There we go. So now what we're gonna do, we have to go underneath in order to strap it on. So your canopy tent should have, it has basically one here in the middle of each of the bars, and then one on each of the crossbars here. So just be sure to strap it down, use the Velcro in order to strap it, because trust me, as soon as a strong wind comes, I don't care how tight you have this, it'll just blow, just rip it right off. And I've seen that happen at least 3 times here. Because people, they don't really pay attention. So just be sure to, you know, strap it down as best as you can before lifting it up and making it too tall for you to put on. So now the next step is to kind of pull up on each of the poles to make it taller until it clicks into place. So now we can angle the poles out, and if you want, a lot of times people, they kind of tilt it, right? So if we say, because you can see the sun, right, where the shade is all the way over there. So we can actually tilt this on this side, see? So that way we get more shade under here, and we don't really have to worry about, you know, it getting too hot or whatever. And then you can kind of adjust it as necessary too. So I'm just going to go ahead and stake it out, and as you can see, that took me less than 10 minutes. So it was a pretty easy setup, pretty easy to do yourself. And if you just do it by yourself, just be sure to stake out one, and ta-da, you can have a nice shaded 10 by 10 area ready to set up in only 10 minutes time. So thank you so much for watching. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you like this content and you want to see more like it. Also, if you're not currently following me and you want to follow me around, feel free to hit that subscribe button below. Or you can like my page on Facebook. That's at Jillian Camps, Arizona. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.